Hello students, welcome to A&M Education, College of Creativity and Technology. In this session, we are going to discuss on the topic GAAP. What actually GAAP means? Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. This generally accepted accounting principles are the set of guidelines and rules which are widely accepted by the accounting practitioners, that is, chartered accountants. Accounting principles are classified into two: accounting concepts and accounting conventions. Firstly, let us have a look on accounting concepts. Accounting concepts are the fundamental ideas or basic assumptions underlying the theory and practice of accounting. In other words, accounting concepts are broad working rules of the accounting activity. Important accounting concepts are: there are 11 accounting concepts. First concept, money measurement concept. Second concept, separate entity concept. Third concept, going concern concept. Fourth concept, cost concept. Fifth concept, dual aspect concept. Sixth concept, accounting period concept. Seventh concept, objective evidence concept. Eighth concept, realization concept. Ninth concept, accrual concept. 10th concept, matching concept. 11th concept, legal aspect concept. First concept, money measurement concept. Money measurement concept implies that in accounting, a record is made only of those transactions or events which can be measured and expressed in terms of money. Non-monetary events, that is, events which cannot be measured and expressed in terms of money, like quality of product, retirement of managing director, are not recorded in the books of accounts. Second concept, separate entity concept. According to separate entity concept, the business and the owner or proprietor are not the same. That is, the business and proprietor of the business are two separate entities. Only the transactions that are related to the business are recorded in the books of accounts. Proprietor's personal transactions should not be recorded in the books of accounts. Therefore, the business and the proprietors are separate entities. Third concept, going concern concept or concept of continuity. The going concern concept means that in accounting, an enterprise is regarded as going concern. That is, a concern that will continue to operate for an indefinitely long period of time. There is neither the intention nor the necessity to wind up the concern in foreseeable future. Fourth concept, cost concept or historical cost concept. The cost concept means that an asset acquired by the concern is recorded in the books of accounts at cost. That is, at the price actually paid for acquiring the asset. The market price of the asset is ignored and it is its cost price that forms the basis for all the subsequent accounting for that asset. Fifth concept, dual aspect concept, also known as equation concept or accounting equation concept. When a business purchases goods for cash, it receives goods of some value and gives cash for some value. Similarly, when it sells goods for cash, it receives cash of some value and gives goods of equal value. Thus, every business transaction involves dual or double aspect of equal values. The accounting equation is asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. This equation can also be expressed in two ways. They are: first one, asset minus liabilities is equal to capital. Second one, asset minus capital is equal to liabilities. Sixth concept, accounting period concept or periodicity of accounting. The accounting period may be 3 months, 6 months, 1 year or even more than 1 year. But usually 1 year is regarded as an ideal accounting period. The 1 year accounting period is also recognized by law. The financial year commences from 1st April to 31st March of next year. Seventh concept, objective evidence concept. This concept means that all the accounting entries should be evidence and supported by source documents or business documents such as invoices, vouchers, etc. Eighth concept, revenue realization concept or revenue recognition concept. The revenue realization concept means that revenue is earned from the sale of goods or from provision of services to the customers, and revenue is to be recognized or considered to be realized by only when goods or service are transferred to a customer and the customers becomes legally liable to pay for them. Ninth concept, accrual concept. The accrual concept is concerned with the recognition of revenues and expenses. Accrual concept means all the transactions must be brought into record whether they are settled in cash or not. For example, if some revenue is received but not earned, that means revenue received in advance should be treated as liability. 10th concept, matching concept or periodical matching concept. Profit is a result of two factors or items, that is revenues and expenses. So, for the measurement of the profit or loss, these two factors are matched or compared, and the resultant balance is taken as a net profit or net loss. If revenue exceeds expenses, the resultant balance is taken as net profit, and if expenses exceeds incomes, the resultant balance is taken as net loss. 11th concept, legal aspect concept. The legal aspect concept means that the accounting records or books of accounts should reflect the legal position.